Have you ever wondered what really happens to sexuality as we age? Society often makes it seem like intimacy just fades away, like it's something we should leave in the past. But is that really true? Or is there a deeper reality that no one talks about? Let's break the silence. Sexuality, intimacy, and personal identity aren't just phases of youth. They accompany us throughout our entire lives, from childhood to old age. Yet, for decades, research on senior sexuality has focused only on dysfunctions, difficulties, and what doesn't work anymore. The conversation has been dominated by medical issues, declining hormones, and problems in performance. But what if I told you that's only part of the picture? Yes, the body changes, and yes, challenges arise. But that doesn't mean desire, passion, and satisfaction disappear. In fact, modern research is proving that many older adults continue to enjoy a fulfilling sex life well into their 60s, 70s, and even 80s. And I'm not just talking about sex in the traditional sense. Intimacy takes many forms, from physical touch, kissing, and cuddling, to emotional and sensual connections. Love, attraction, and the desire to be close to someone don't vanish with age. They evolve. A groundbreaking study conducted in the U.S. examined 3,000 older adults, and the results were eye-opening. 53% of people aged 65 to 74 reported being sexually active in the last year. Even among those aged 75 to 85, 26% said they still had an active sex life. The most common form of intimacy? Traditional intercourse, followed closely by oral sex and masturbation. But the most interesting part? Satisfaction levels remained high, with many participants reporting that intimacy in later life felt deeper, more meaningful, and more fulfilling than ever before. So, what really influences sexual expression as we age? It's not just about biology. Yes, hormone levels shift. Yes, menopause and lower testosterone play a role. But the biggest factors that determine how active and fulfilling our intimate lives are after 50? Health and mindset. Those who prioritize physical and mental well-being tend to maintain stronger sexual connections. Emotional connection. Couples who communicate openly and nurture their bond continue to desire each other even decades into a relationship. Past experiences. Those who have had a fulfilling intimate life before are more likely to maintain it in older age. Breaking the stigma. Many people assume that sex and aging don't mix, but those who reject this outdated belief tend to enjoy intimacy for longer. And here's something that might surprise you. Being in a couple isn't the only key factor. While it's true that partnered seniors engage in intimacy more frequently, single older adults also report engaging in solo activities like self-pleasure, which is not only completely normal, but also has proven health benefits like reducing stress, improving sleep, and boosting mood. But let's address the elephant in the room. What about the physical changes that come with aging? Menopause brings lower estrogen, vaginal dryness, and reduced sensitivity. In men, lower testosterone can mean slower arousal, weaker erections, and longer refractory periods. So, does that mean the end of pleasure? Absolutely not. With the right adjustments, like using lubricants, trying new forms of stimulation, and focusing on different kinds of touch, intimacy can remain deeply satisfying. But what about the LGBTQ+ community? For LGBTQ+ seniors, sexuality is often even more complex. Many of them grew up in an era of discrimination, hiding their identities, and facing countless challenges in expressing their true selves. The numbers speak for themselves. 82% of LGBTQ+ seniors report experiencing at least one major incident of sexual discrimination. 64% report having faced discrimination multiple times. Because of this, many older LGBTQ+ individuals hesitate to discuss their needs, especially in assisted living communities where they fear judgment, rejection, or even mistreatment. This stigma has a real impact on their ability to freely express their sexuality and maintain fulfilling relationships. This is why understanding the full scope of sexuality in aging is so important, not just for individuals, but for healthcare providers, caregivers, and society as a whole. Sexuality after 50 isn't a problem to be solved. It's a beautiful, evolving part of life that deserves to be understood, embraced, and celebrated. So now I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on aging and intimacy? Have you or someone you know challenged the stereotypes and embraced a fulfilling sex life later in life? Let's open the conversation. Leave a comment below, and let's break the silence together. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to Life Tips, and turn on notifications so you never miss another conversation about living fully at any age. Thanks for watching, and remember, desire has no expiration date.